Hi, I'm Constance Moore, and thank you for joining us. That we are going to be talking about women and communication.
Hi, I'm just Judge Maybelline from Justice with Judge Maybelline, and you have tuned into the Sassy Women of Wisdom.
Hi, I'm Evelyn Braxton of the Braxton Family Values.
Hi, I'm Beverly Hawk, and you have tuned in. Please subscribe and like us.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get this topic started.
Communication.
Communication again.
Very important.
We
Let's
talked about
communicate.
communication with men, so let's talk about communication with women, with our sister women, our sister friends and sisterhood. I think for me, I I want to be authentic. I know I always bring up that word authentic, and what does authentic mean to
Yeah.
me?
Mhm.
Being truthful and being honest. And sometimes it's hard because it takes courage to be honest,
Yes.
to be real, and to say what I'm feeling. And I'm not saying I do it. The listeners, please don't get me wrong. I'm working through this.
Mhm.
I'm actually going, because in order to get through, we have to go through. And you would think at a certain age that I got this, I know how to do this, and I have it all under control. But no, it's a daily thing. It's a thing that I learn as I go along, as I explore these relationships. Like, how comfortable do I feel in saying this to my friend? We had an episode, one of our episodes,
Yeah.
where when I said to you, I think you treat me a little rough, and a lot came out of it. We got a good understanding, and I know how to treat you, and you gave me permission to say something.
What you?
You, you.
Oh, it's just
the
me you're
judge.
talking to.
Maybelline,
I
that's
thought
what
that
you
was a
talking
universal.
to.
You all three of us.
No, we are communicating right
Yes, you're communicating
We are
with me.
communicating.
I got
Yeah.
you.
No, I mean, that just came up.
Right,
Of
I
course.
know.
I know we're just joking. But
Yeah.
yeah, and it feels good when we can have the dialogue, that we can come to an understanding where we can move forward, because something that I may have seen as bantering, because I'm not one a bickerer or a banterer, or just pick everything, the knick-knack, pity, knick-knack, pity whack, whatever they call that. And just, but to be able to take it in,
Right.
and to receive it and to grow in it, that we all grow. That's what I love from my friends.
Okay, since you're talking about me pickpacking and talking to you, I think for me, communication, I try to be, like you said, honest. You say authentic, I say honest and truthful. And I think what I do and what I expect from my friends is for you to tell me the truth about how you are feeling about any particular thing that I do or I say, or what I've done to you. If it's not what you like, that you say it to me and not other people first. That you come to me when there is a disagreement, when we have a disagreement, that you bring it to me and not to Evelyn and Beverly and Constance, but bring it to me first and then we work it out. I like to treat others, including my sisters, as I would want to be treated.
Yeah.
So that's the way I try to communicate with you all and with all of my friends, is with just being honest about the relationship. If there's something about you that bothers me, and all of us have something in our character, our
Absolutely.
behavior, our
That's the truth.
mannerisms,
That's
our
true.
speech that
It's
does
true.
not fare well with another person. I
Right.
think that if we're honest with each other about that, then we can work on it. And I think the way we have to communicate and should communicate is recognizing that each of us is different,
Different,
and what
exactly.
our differences are. Now, I know that I can joke and kid around with Miss E a little differently than I can with you and that I can with you. And we all understand that.
Right.
And I know that when I'm speaking to one person, you say it in one manner. If I'm saying it to another person, you say it in a different manner, because we're all differently. If I have a conflict with you, I know not to come to you. Well, not just you. Let's talk about all of my friends
in
and sisters in
general.
general.
Right. General.
We
Right.
have to get to know each other
Absolutely.
and understand that we're all different, and talk to each other in that manner. Don't talk to everybody in the same way.
Exactly.
But get
Right.
to know, I know what each of my friends, I know your pet peeves. I know your strengths and I know your
Absolutely.
weaknesses. I know when I can push a button and I know when not to push the button. And I pay close attention to all of my friends. I listen to you, I watch you, I hear you, and I respond accordingly. And I think that's what the good communication is all about. And it maintains great friendships.
Yeah.
What'd you
agree.
say?
I agree. I think each.
She agrees.
I think that each person or each friend that's in your life brings something different
Right.
Yes, they
to
do.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's true.
I may be your friend for different reasons.
Right.
Every last one of you. Okay.
Absolutely.
You may bring wisdom that I need. I don't want your head to get big because all the time, not a whole lot of wisdom. But I'm just saying. See, just keep talking. You know what I mean? See, I can say that and take it back. Yeah, give me a compliment. Here, take it back. Here, take it back. But that's who I am.
Right.
And so because
Right.
people accept me for who I am,
Right.
I can move forward.
Right.
I can say things and
Right.
feel comfortable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you have any problems with that,
Mm-hmm.
let me know.
That's
Like Judge said, let
Yeah.
me know. Don't
Okay.
go all around the world, he did this and he did that and he said this. Because it's going to make me angry.
Yep.
Yeah.
In essence, it's going to
Yeah.
piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's
And
be
it
honest.
probably will end the friendship then.
It will
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah. Yeah.
end because I feel like I can't trust you.
That's
Right.
To be honest with me and to
Right.
be fair with me.
That's right.
In being friends, you have to be fair
Yeah.
and honest
That's
with
right.
Yeah,
one
you do.
another.
Definitely.
You do.
And you have to be who you are.
Right.
And it's okay to be who you are.
Don't try to change me.
Don't try to
Right.
change
Don't
me
try to
fit
fix
you.
me. Don't try to fix me.
Yeah.
Don't try to, make me think the way you think.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Act the way you act.
Act the
talk
way you act.
talk.
Do whatever you do.
Yeah.
I have to do me.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And sometimes being me is getting to know you
Yes.
because I'm showing you in transparency. I'm showing you me.
Right.
So therefore, that's how I get to know you. And I'm hoping
Absolutely.
you do the same, but I can't predict where you are in that. I just have to control what I do and be me.
Exactly.
And in hopes of getting to
Exactly.
know you better as a friend.
Absolutely.
Respect is a very,
Very
very,
important.
very,
Very
very,
important
important thing to me.
Absolutely.
It's the key because certain things you will not say, certain things you will not do
Right.
out of respect.
Out of respect.
And in friendships, ladies and gentlemen,
Mm-hmm.
you must respect your friends. Don't take
That's
things for
right.
granted
That's right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
and say things that are offensive or things that you know would make them angry or make them feel a certain way,
Right.
a defeated way, or whatever the case may be. As a friend, you have to have the utmost respect for your friend.
Exactly.
And that doesn't mean they always agree with everything you say.
And they're not
course not.
supposed
That's not
to.
what that means.
Right.
Nope, not
And
at all.
I'd
Not
like to
at all.
just jump in here a minute too, since you said that, is that as a communicator, as being able to communicate, I have to be able to hear. So that means I have to be able to listen.
Right.
So I'm listening for what's being said, what is not being said, and what's the end of what was said.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So
Now,
it
that's
requires,
tough.
right? That's a
Yeah, that
deep
is.
thing
That's
to be
very
able
deep.
to listen because it takes that intuition. It takes being into that other dimension other than the physical. What I can see,
Absolutely.
touch, and feel. And so I'm learning how to be a better communicator by just not talking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that's hard for me to close my mouth.
Yeah.
There's certain settings I don't close my mouth.
Progress and
and
not
I have to
perfection.
stop
Mm-hmm.
and say, you need to listen to the rest of it before you
Right.
start running your mouth.
Running.
Well, so you're aware of it.
I'm
So
glad to hear I'm not the only one that
I
has
have
that
to do
problem.
that
I have that
sometimes. In
problem.
other
Yeah.
settings, I know it's better for me to just listen.
Just listen.
Just listen.
Don't have to
You know,
speak.
Listen. Quick to listen and slow to speak.
Absolutely.
And that's the lesson I'm learning
le-
every day.
yeah.
That's a
We
lesson I
all
work
are.
with
And
all the
working
We're
on.
still working on ourselves. I feel like we
We're all
all
a work in
We're all a
progress.
work in progress.
Yeah.
God's still working on me.
Right.
Mhm.
Say,
You know,
please,
so-
dear God is still
But at
working
the
on me.
same token, I don't want to work hard to be your friend.
No, of course
If it's
not.
that hard,
Yeah.
I don't need to be.
I'm just
You
like,
know,
it
Shouldn't be hard now.
You
Right.
know,
It shouldn't be
sometimes-
hard.
Friends
Yeah,
bring
it shouldn't be
joy and they
hard.
bring
I'm only
their
gonna
own
work so
insecurities.
much.
Yeah, and sometimes you
Yeah.
can like a person.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
they just
know,
can't be your
They
friend.
just cannot be your friend. If you
Right.
have to work hard to be their friend, forget it.
Right.
Yeah, you got to
It's a
walk on
drag
eggshells.
out.
Right.
You got to walk
Yeah.
on
I can't.
eggshells.
And then you have to
and be
yeah.
on your tippy toes every
Yeah.
time.
Because you're
and
afraid
you can't
of,
say
or
this
say
because they're
something.
so sensitive
Yeah.
and you can't do this. and you can't-
Absolutely.
Oh, that's all right. You just go on your
That's
way.
good. People come into your life for a season,
Yes.
and some people will not remain with you.
That's right.
That's just a season,
A
and
season
then they're
and a
gone.
reason.
Comes to pass.
Right.
It's like people come to pass, and so therefore, when that happens, and you feel, I've got to work so hard, or like you say, maybe we have to be so careful. I don't need it. I'm
Right, and then you
sorry.
have
I
to
just
realize
I don't
that you're
have it
willing-
enough. I don't have it in me to keep working that hard because in my mind and in my heart, this is not meant to be.
That's right.
Yeah, but sometimes it's a test. Sometimes
Okay.
we have to be willing to grow. Sometimes the person that we think that should not be there is the person that's there for the reason. You know, it's
Give me
almost
an
like
example.
it's almost like you have a hidden contract because sometimes when I have my most say disagreement or most whatever that's going on that's not in total harmony, is sometimes that's the best lesson that I get. And for some reason that person was put on my path, and that lesson that was the hardest to get through gave me the most satisfaction. It made me
We're
grow
not saying
the
that.
most.
You get lessons from your friends.
In communication, I'm talking about.
Oh.
In communication.
What? So say that
And-
again. You lost me.
Because you were talking.
Yeah, because I wasn't hearing. Say that again.
Okay, so what happens is sometimes a person is in your path. Sometimes you can't just disqualify that person because you need to communicate. So if you can't communicate, that's another story. But the test may be in your communication, being able to reach one another. Because sometimes the person that you think that you don't want there is the person that God has put there for you.
You learn your lesson.
Yeah.
You learn your lesson, your blessing, but
Yeah, but I mean,
then how long-
like
how
they
you gotta
say, as
keep
long as
doing
they're
it?
not killing you, chill. So that sometimes
So I understand that sometimes people are put in your life and say things to you or communicate with you as a test for you for that particular issue. But it doesn't mean that person has to be my friend. I'm talking about communicating and with a friend, and that if I have a hard time communicating with you, then I don't need you as a friend. Because friends shouldn't have a difficult time communicating.
I
I
agree
shouldn't
with
have to
that.
walk on eggshells and watch everything I say when I'm around you. You know, I'm big
Right.
mouth.
I
Okay,
agree- I
so,
agree with
and you
that.
know that,
Right.
right?
I know, I
So
agree with
I
that.
don't have to change that when I'm around you. I got to
You
talk like this.
are.
Hello, Constance.
No.
Because you talk soft,
No.
I don't have to talk soft.
Right.
But and by the same token, because you do talk soft, I have to respect that you do, and I don't have to get upset with you and say, "Girl, why you talk so soft? Why you acting so?" You know. But you rarely hear people say that to a person who talks soft. But I always hear, "Why you gotta talk so loud?" Because I talk loud. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why. Because I talk loud.
You being
talk right. That's what
That's it. I'm just
And
saying.
everybody
All the
should
people
get
have
to
don't
be
bother
No,
me.
I wasn't talking about the friend. I was talking
Oh.
about just general communication.
Oh, well, we're talking about
With-
communicating with friends,
friend.
women
Okay.
friends.
And
Okay.
And then not only that, but if they're there just for, there's a reason why people come into your life. Some for, like she said, a season, some for a lifetime. But then if they cannot be your friend, you can't lose a friend that you never had.
Right.
Thank
Right.
you.
Right.
It's simple as that.
That's right.
You know, get to stepping.
Yeah.
Move on. It's
Right.
okay.
I wish you well.
I wish you well.
You know what I'm saying? I
And
just,
friends
I
gonna
do.
have disagreements, you know, and we gonna
Absolutely.
get
Yeah.
mad at each other.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I may not talk to you for a minute
Right.
until I cool off. Because
You
it may
cool
be the
off.
best thing for me.
'Cause it
not
might
to
be
talk to you.
better. Right,
It may
right,
be
right.
better.
There you
Until I
go.
cool
That's
off.
it.
Cool off.
Chance to reflect.
Right, right, right.
Absolutely.
Give me a chance
And
to
sometimes you realize it wasn't as bad as it was when I was so angry.
Right.
You know, you give it a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and it might mean, like you said, no communication, but just give it a minute.
But
and
I think
come
a friend
together
will
and
com-
we'll talk about it.
But I think, right, there you go. That's what I was about
Talk
to say.
about it.
A friend should come together when you
Talk
do
about
cool
it.
off and say, you know what, E, when we were together, the other day and you said XYZ, you really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And this is why. And this is
Right.
how it made me feel.
Right.
I would appreciate it if you didn't do that or didn't say that because
Right.
this makes me feel a particular way.
Right.
Now, when I
Absolutely.
tell you that certain things hurt my feelings or hurt me, then you should respect that.
Absolutely. There we go. Respect.
Exactly. Exactly.
That is so important. Yes.
Yeah.
So important.
And if I treasure your friendship,
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I will not do that again.
That's right.
Exactly.
Absolutely. You will
because
honor
it
that.
hurts.
It hurts you.
Exactly.
There you
And I
go.
don't want to do anything to hurt
There you
my
go.
friend.
That's right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Because it hurts me.
It
If I hurt
hurts
you.
me. If
Mhm.
I
Right.
hurt you,
Yes.
I'm hurt.
Right.
That's right.
You
You
feel
know.
it too.
I feel it.
If you're a true
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
If you're a true friend.
But if you don't care about
Bottom
my feelings.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Now, another thing about women communicating with women in friendship is that we need to learn to hold what is said to each other in confidence. There are some
Oh, God,
things
yeah.
that are not to be repeated, even among friends.
Absolutely.
I
Even
agree.
Right.
among friends,
I agree.
everything is not to be repeated.
Right.
Now, I may tell you my business about X, and I'll talk to you about Y, and I'll talk to you about Z because I think you can handle Z, you can handle Y, and you can handle X. But I'm not going to tell all of you
Absolutely.
everything.
Not
Right.
everything. You're not
Right.
Right.
You
supposed to.
understand?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people shouldn't get jealous or upset because, oh, well, you didn't tell me that.
Right.
Okay, I didn't.
Well,
Right.
I didn't.
no,
And-
you don't have, and you don't have to.
And I don't have to.
You don't have
Exactly.
to.
Right,
And
right.
even being friends, sometimes you have to reserve something for yourself.
That's right.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
You
you
know?
Because
do.
they know everything about you that you know, then there's nothing left for you to know.
Absolutely.
Some things you keep to
Some
yourself. You
things
take
you
it to your
just-
grave.
To you.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
But now when I
So-
tell you something in confidence
Oh yeah.
and you break it,
I'm done.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, I'm
definitely,
done.
Definitely.
That's
I
it.
am
Yeah,
so
but
done.
know
That's
what
the breaker right
confidence
there.
is.
That's a breaker
Confidence
for
is
me.
That's a
what it
breaker.
says.
Absolutely.
that's a
I
breaker.
can't because
Deal
I know
breaker.
I honor.
Deal breaker.
I honor when someone tells me something in confidence. I remember when I was teaching, they would say, "Well, I know, right?" They would come to my classroom and says the shingle up. That was their way of saying they want to talk to me. I have some still teaching, still saying, "We missed your counseling sessions." I'm no counselor, but I'm willing to listen.
Right.
I'm willing. If you want advice from me, I'm willing to give it according to how I see it. But at the same time, if you're coming to me, I'm not going to tell everybody on the staff what we were talking about.
Right.
I'm not going to repeat it at all
Yeah.
because
All
you've
right.
come to me in confidence and I have enough pride in myself and respect for you that I will not do that.
Absolutely.
So we thank you. We thank you for hanging out with us. We enjoy talking to one another. We enjoy sharing our wisdom, you know, keeping a confidence, you know, listening, having an open ear. Let go. You don't have to hold on to anybody you don't want to hold on to.
Nope.
We're talking about your sacred friendships, your
Yes.
friendships from the heart that God has blessed you with. And we are blessed to have female friends. Don't let nobody
Absolutely.
fool you and say that you got
Absolutely.
women friends or this, that, or the other. We need each other.
Don't
We
believe
need
the
each
hype.
other.
So
We
please,
need each
right?
other.
Please join us. Please subscribe. Press that like button. And who
Tune
are
in.
we?
And tune in
And
To
tune
the
in.
Sassy Women of Wisdom.